The core series covered protocol, campaigns, governance, data, and strategy. The questions we haven't answered are the ones people asked with their own careers in mind. Who are these agent managers everyone's about to hire? Who trains the agent? And how many of today's jobs still exist in 5 years? This one's the bonus episode because it's the least about AdCP and the most about you. Start with the hiring question because it has a clear answer. Agent managers are mostly your traders and AdOps people, retrained, not engineers. Here's the reasoning. The protocol and the tooling handle the plumbing, which is the part engineers would otherwise own. What's left is deciding what the agent should want, judging whether its proposals are any good, setting the thresholds where it must stop and ask, and reading escalations and audit logs with a practitioner's eye. Every one of those is a media judgment task. A trader who understands supply paths, pricing, and what a bad deal smells like is far closer to this job than a software engineer who's never seen a campaign underdeliver. What changes is the verb. The job stops being operate the interface and becomes govern the operator. Less clicking, more policy, less building the plan by hand, more interrogating the plan the agent built. Next, who trains it? The uncomfortable answer for anyone hoping to buy their way out. You do, and you're doing it whether you mean to or not. An agent's behavior is shaped by what you feed it. The briefs you write become its objectives. The brand standards and suitability rules you configure become its constraints. Every escalation you approve or reject teaches it, or at least teaches your team, where the line sits. And the post-campaign reviews you feed back become the memory it plans from next time. 2 agencies running identical agent software will get different agents within a quarter. For the same reason, 2 managers running identical hiring processes end up with different teams. There's also a formal layer arriving. The body that governs AdCP now runs a certification program for practitioners, so certified on Agentic workflows is becoming a line on a CV rather than a vibe. If you manage a team, that's worth knowing before your competitors' job postings do. One panel question deserves its own beat. Does Agentic buying require a minimum seniority before someone can take accountability? Broadly, yes, and it inverts the usual org chart logic. Today, routine execution sits with junior staff and big calls float upwards slowly. In an Agentic workflow, the routine execution is gone, automated, and what reaches a human is by definition the consequential stuff. The escalation above threshold, the anomaly in the audit log, the proposal that's technically compliant but strategically wrong. You cannot hand that cue to the most junior person on the team because the entire human role is now judgment under ambiguity. The practical effect is that approval rights concentrate with experience, and the junior career path has to be rebuilt around learning judgment rather than learning buttons. That's a real management problem, and pretending otherwise would be dishonest. Finally, the 5-year question. Anyone who gives you a percentage is guessing, so here's the honest structural answer instead. Jobs don't disappear as units, tasks do. The execution tasks that fill most of a media job's hours today, trafficking, pulling reports, reconciling delivery, routine optimization, are exactly what agents absorb first, and they're absorbing them now. The judgment tasks persist, concentrate in fewer people, and become more valuable per person. So the 5-year picture is fewer people doing pure execution, and the people who remain doing work that looks more senior than today's median media job. Whether that's good news for you personally depends on one variable, which is whether you're moving toward the judgment column while the moving is easy. So, the agent managers are your own people with new verbs, the agent's trainer is you, and the jobs that remain are the ones that were always the hardest to hire for. The teams that come out of this transition strongest won't be the ones that adopted fastest. They'll be the ones that rebuilt their talent around judgment while everyone else was still debating acronyms. That's the series. The protocol is public, the playbook is episode 6, and the skeptics from those panels asked exactly the right questions. We hope the answers held up.